Assalamu alaikum students, this is Ms. Beena. I'm here again with the remaining lecture of the same chapter, the alkanes and alkenes. Let's have a short review of the previous lecture which was delivered last time. We discussed that hydrocarbons are compounds that contain only carbon and hydrogen. The first two families of hydrocarbons are alkanes and alkenes. We discussed there, I gave you the introduction of these two families, and we discussed alkanes in detail, that they are saturated hydrocarbons with only single covalent bond. For example, methane, ethane, and propane. And they are also used for fuels. So, we discussed alkane family last time in detail. Now today, we are going to discuss the alkene family in detail. As compared to alkanes, alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons that contain one or more double covalent bond between two carbon atoms. So alkenes are unsaturated, which means that they have the capacity to react with more hydrogen atoms. They are not having the greatest possible number because of the presence of a double covalent bond in their molecule. While alkanes do not have any double covalent bond, their valence electrons are reacted with the other possible hydrogen atoms, and they cannot react with more hydrogen atoms. While in alkenes, because a double covalent bond is present, therefore they have the capacity of one more hydrogen atom to be reacted. They are also called olefins. Their common name is olefins. The general formula for the alkene family is CnH2n, where n is the number of carbon atoms. For example, ethene, propene, butene. So the names are the same as we have discussed in the previous lecture, but instead of n, we are writing ene here, that is ethene, propene, butene, pentene, etc. Now in this picture, you can see the first 5 alkenes written along with their number of carbon atoms and their molecular and structural formula. For instance, you can see that ethene, propene, butene, pentene and hexene. All these alkenes have a double covalent bond present in their structure, as you can see in the last column. And this double covalent bond is present between carbon-carbon atoms. Always remember, the double covalent bond present in alkene family is always between carbon and carbon atoms. Now let's discuss the important features of this family. They are made from alkanes by cracking. It means that how can we manufacture alkenes? We have alkanes present, so we can perform the cracking process, that is the process which is done in our previous chapter. We have already discussed it in detail, that cracking is the process in which we heat alkanes and then they are converted into alkenes and hydrogen gas is released. So this is basically called cracking. An alkene molecule contains a double covalent bond between carbon atoms. The bonding in ethene is an example. Let's see. The ethene molecule is structural for a diagram is here, and you can see that the first 2 electrons are present in the first shell of carbon and the remaining 4 are present in the second shell, and out of these 4 electrons, 2 electrons are making double covalent bond with the other 2 valence electrons of carbon atoms. It means there are 2 electron pairs shared between 2 carbon atoms, so this is making a double covalent bond. And the remaining 2 electrons of each carbon are bonded with the hydrogen atoms. So it becomes ethene molecule, C2H4. Alkenes are much more reactive than alkanes. This is because the double bond can break to form single bond and add on other atoms. As you can see in this picture, which is the reaction between ethene and hydrogen, you can see that the double bond present between carbon-carbon atom is unstable. So whenever ethene or any alkene comes in contact with any other substance which is more reactive than it, then it will break its double bond and it will react with the other atom. As you can see here, that the double bond of ethene is broken down by reacting with hydrogen, and that hydrogen is making the single covalent bond with these 2 carbon atoms. So ethene is converted into ethane in this way. This is called an addition reaction because no other substance is formed. These 2 substances are mixed and making a new substance, so it is an addition reaction. In the same way, alkene molecules can also add on to each other to make long chain molecules called polymers. So we can make the larger molecules of alkenes by just adding on more and more alkenes into each other. They will join and they will make a new larger polymer of alkene family. Because the double bond allows them to add on more atoms. So in this way, the double bond will every time be broken and the new molecules will be added into the molecule. Alkenes are said to be unsaturated, which is already discussed, that they have the capacity to add on more hydrogen atoms in their molecule. Now here is a test for unsaturation. We can test whether a hydrocarbon is an alkane or alkene using bromine water. It is an orange solution of bromine in water. It means that if we have a hydrocarbon substance and we don't know that it is alkane or alkene, so we can perform this test to find out their unsaturation. And for this purpose, we will use the bromine water and we will simply add the bromine water into our hydrocarbon. If it turns colorless, it means that alkene is present. It turns colorless in the presence of alkene because the bromine adds onto the alkene, giving a colorless compound. If it is alkane, then there will be no reaction and the color of bromine will not change. But if the color of bromine is getting changed from orange to colorless, it means that the hydrocarbon we have is an alkene. We don't have alkane because the double bond present in alkene will be broken down and it will react with the two bromine atoms, forming a new alkane, that is 1,2-dibromoethane. Why this is called 1,2? Because there are two carbon atoms present. So the first bromine atom is attached with the first carbon. Therefore, we are writing 1. And the second bromine atom is attached with the second carbon. Therefore, we are writing 1, 2. Di means 2. So dibromo, bromo means bromine. 1,2-dibromoethane. So this is the new molecule formed by this reaction. Now students, here this chapter is ended. The remaining questions are here in front of you. Write 3 differences between alkanes and alkenes with one example. Question number 2. Alkenes are unsaturated. There are 2 sections of this question. Solve them one by one. What does that mean? What effect does it have? And the next question is, how can we produce 1,2-dibromoethane from ethene? So you are going to solve all these questions in your fair journals. Go through the chapter, learn the chapter, revise it, and solve these questions by yourself. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.